How's everyone doing? My name is Steve Nissen. I am the President and CEO of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the Hollywood Chamber's Walk of Fame ceremony for Naomi Watts. Now, the Chamber has proudly hosted the globally iconic Walk of Fame for millions of people around the world for over 60 years. And before we start with the formal, it's not really formal, the informal ceremony, let's give a big shout out to our fans around the world who are watching on our live stream, presented by our media partner, Variety. The Hollywood Walk of Fame recognizes achievements in the categories of motion pictures, radio, live theater, live performance, sports entertainment, recording, and television. Today, in the category of motion pictures, we honor with star number 2,825 on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Naomi Watts. Now, I'm going to share a little something with everyone around the world. It never rains in Los Angeles. Today, however, the meteorologists have predicted a major storm a little later today and going into tomorrow. But it ain't going to rain on this ceremony, right? So we're going to get this done before the rains come. So, Naomi, before we invite you to the stage, let me tell all of you a little bit about our honoree. Naomi Watts is an award-winning actor, producer, activist, and founder and chief executive officer of Stripes Beauty. I think a user of Stripes Beauty products was celebrating. She has Academy Award nominations for her performances in 21 Grams, and The Impossible, and starred in Birdman, which won the Oscar for Best Picture. She also earned multiple awards and critical acclaim for her roles in films including Mulholland Drive, St. Vincent. Yeah, you can cheer for these. Mother and Child, The Ring, and King Kong. And sequels to The Ring, among many other films. Naomi next stars in The Housewife, and recently executive produced and starred with Bill Murray in The Friend. She also produced and starred in The Painted Veil, Funny Games, Adore, and Three Generations. On television, Naomi earned her first Emmy nomination for her performance in Ryan Murphy's Feud, Capote versus the Swans on FX, which she also executive produced. She executive produces and stars in Ryan Murphy's upcoming Hulu drama, All's Fair. All's Fair will premiere on Tuesday, November 4th on Hulu in the United States and on Disney Plus internationally. Naomi will also star in Ryan's FX anthology Love Story, portraying Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. Incredible versatility, lots of different characters, and I'm not even done. She also has starred in The Watcher, The Loudest Voice, Twin Peaks, The Return, Gypsy, and Too Much. Naomi is a successful businesswoman and uses her platform to raise awareness about important social issues. She also adds author to her list of accomplishments with her New York Times best-selling book, Dare I Say It, Everything I Wish I'd Known About Menopause. Okay, I'm going to put it on my to-read list. Now, before we hear from you, Naomi, we have two good friends and colleagues of yours who would like to say a few words. Our first speaker is an acclaimed actor, producer, director, and screenwriter, known for his intense and versatile performances. His films include, and he's looking very intense right now. His films include Primal Fear, which earned him a Golden Globe and an Academy Award nomination. American History X, Fight Club, Birdman, and The Painted Veil, in which he starred with Naomi. Beyond acting, he's directed such films such as Keeping the Faith and Motherless Brooklyn. He's also an environmental activist and serves as a UN Goodwill Ambassador for Biodiversity. Please help me welcome Naomi's good friend and great actor, Edward Norton.
I can tell you right now that Naomi thinks she's getting roasted, because that has been our tradition for many years, but you're not. You're going to get loved up today. I can remember the exact theater I was in and who I was with when I saw David Lynch's Mulholland Drive. And like so many people in the audience, when a certain actress that we'd never seen before did a scene of an audition, I think I knew in my gut that this day, what we're doing here right now, was an inevitability for that actress. And in the intervening 20-something years since then, I've gotten to do 2 films with Naomi. And we have tussled awkwardly under sheets. We have gotten married. We've gotten divorced. We've had affairs. We've fought. We've bloodied ourselves, slapped. We've lived lives together. And I want to say this. You have lots of experiences making films that are intense and fun and interesting and inspiring. You will never have more fun than making a film with Naomi. She is the highest talent to lowest pretension ratio of anybody. She's stilettos on the red carpet and Skechers in rehearsal on set. She has the best laugh. She is the most delightfully unserious person within a serious craft and trade while taking it seriously. She is truly a testament to the best of our craft and our industry, and her love of it has never diminished, and it's infectious. It rubs off on you and leaves you where I am, which is you just want to do more. I need our 3rd film and our 4th film and our 5th film at a much higher cadence than we've been doing to date. You are a marvel. I'm so grateful to have gotten to work with you, and you deserve this as much as anybody in our peer group. And congratulations to you. I love you.
Thank you, Ed Norton. All right. Now, before we hear from our next speaker, we have a few friends of Naomi's that I would like to acknowledge. Actors, Niecy Nash-Betts. And by the way, Niecy is also a former Walk of Famer. Well, you're always a Walk of Famer. Formally honored as a current Walk of Famer. Another Walk of Famer, the one and only Jack Black. Also joining us today are Billy Crudup, Max Greenfield, Kyle McLaughlin, and a soon-to-be Walk of Famer, Sarah Paulson. And finally, director Gore Verbinski. Okay. Sorry, we switched the order of things here, so here we go. Our next speaker is an Emmy, Golden Globe, Tony, and Peabody award-winning screenwriter, producer, and director. Here are just a few of his classic hits. And he's looking at me like, who, me? Yes, you. Glee, Nip Tuck, Popular, American Horror Story, American Crime Story, Pose, as well as the 911 franchise and the wildly successful Monster franchise, starting with Dahmer, Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story, followed by Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story. His upcoming projects include All's Fair, The Beauty, The Shards, American Love Story, and 911 Nashville. So please help me welcome to the stage another Walk of Famer, Ryan Murphy.
Hello. I have been asked to read a greeting from Nicole Kidman. Darling Nye, congratulations to you on this incredible day. This is not just a recognition of your achievements, it's a celebration of your unwavering pursuit of excellence and your dedication to the work. This honor reflects all that you are, your brilliance, your resilience, your grace. But behind the glitz and the glamour, above all, you are my longest and most cherished friend in the world. There's an authenticity to our 40-year friendship that's rare. It's the beach swims, the family hangs, the weekend phone calls, and the deep connection that never goes away. Please hold. Your heart, your soul, there's an earthy beauty to your being, and to me, these are the most important things to celebrate today. I'm sorry I can't be there, but I know there will be many more chances to celebrate you. I love you, darling Nick. And I really screwed up because now I have to follow Nicole Kidman. All right, here we go. Miss Naomi. One day not too long ago in New York City, I was standing behind a monitor watching Naomi Watts. Actually, Naomi wasn't there. In her place was Babe Paley in a show I created entitled Capote and the Swans. Babe was reciting another 2-page berserk monologue I had written for the previously present Miss Watts. And in 3 minutes, these were the emotions presented in a bravado water-style style that only Naomi can do. Resentment turned to rage, turned to mourning, back to rage, always rage. And finally, dignity and acceptance, a lion that roared and then turned circumspect. These combinations of elements are so difficult to achieve for any actor, let alone one disappearing behind wigs and contacts and dental pieces and cheekbone prosthetics, and yet for this actress we are all here for today, it seemed effortless. It never is, but she always makes it look that way. We did one single take, and then we moved on because we had it. It was and is astonishing. Her dexterity and ability to produce lightning in a bottle, but that's what she does. She's made a career out of it. Don't cry. Our DP, in shock at this performance, paused, turned to me, and simply said, Naomi Watts is one of our best. And that is the truth. At most events honoring great burning talents, the tendency is to start with the credits, but I don't want to do that today because, to me, you don't get the work and the roles and the accolades without a unique sense of characteristics. To me, and to so many more, this is what Naomi Watts personifies. Grace, grit, hard work, loyalty, ferociousness, beauty, glamour, entrepreneurship, no bullshit, selflessness, and yet an ability to carve that rare quality into resoluteness, mother, wife, partner to so many, funny, really funny after 2 drinks, bottomless soulfulness, determination, endless curiosity. A star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame is one of our industry's top honors. It's the Viagra of awards. You are only gifted this rare achievement if you last. Naomi has been in our consciousness now for 25 years, and I know she has decades more of brilliance ahead of her. Her star today is all the more moving to me because she built her career against all odds. Like all of the iconoclasts we love in this culture, she did it alone at the beginning with no roadmap, no ends, and no breaks. 25 years ago, Naomi Watts was a struggling working actor sleeping on couches, probably not too far from this site, auditioning over and over again, and most importantly for us, never giving up. And when she almost did, she booked that life raft of a job that became her first big break, a pilot for David Lynch, which David wisely turned into a movie showcasing this new, luminous, and unique talent. That lark, that break, as Edward said, turned out to be Mulholland Drive, which the readers and the critics of the New York Times recently crowned the most important and culturally significant film of the past 25 years. And after that have come so many classic 21 Grams, The Impossible, Birdman, The Ring, Inland Empire, and on and on. I stand here today proud of the fact that I am firmly in my Naomi Watts era as we speak. We've done 4 projects together, 2 of which have been released and were big fat hits. The Watcher, one of the top releases in Netflix history, and Capote and the Swans, for which Naomi received a much-deserved Emmy nomination for Best Lead Actress. We have 2 more on the horizon. I mean, wait till you see these things. All's Fair, out in November, and Love Story on Valentine's Day, in which she steals the show as a late-stage Jackie Kennedy. My favorite thing about Naomi is she is drawn almost always to things that challenge her, make her afraid, a great hallmark of an actor in search of not just the truth, but the human condition. And recently I was working on a rough cut of Love Story, a tour de force episode specifically written for Naomi to show all that she can do, and I called her to rave about her performance, to celebrate another astonishing transformation, to tell her that people who have watched this episode were sobbing at the end by Jackie's final goodbye. Naomi's reply, which is so like her, wasn't "I knew it," or "nailed it," or "great." It was simply, "Really? I'm good in it?" More than her talent, more than her good works, it is Naomi Watts' humbleness, her grace, and her unknowing gravity which consistently move me. No one that I've ever met in my entire life has had a bad experience with Naomi Watts. Her kindness is perhaps her greatest superpower in a cynical world where joy now seems to be a privilege granted to so few. Everyone loves Naomi. Everyone here to celebrate her, her incredible family, her co-stars, and audiences all over the world. To me, finally, Naomi Watts is a lion that roars, and yet always somehow makes that force with her grace, her instinctive technique, and her infinite knowingness feel like a purr. I love you very much, and congratulations on this great honor.
So again, thank you, Ed Norton. Thank you, Nicole Kidman, from a distance. And thank you, Ryan Murphy. Ryan, the Stars on the Walk of Fame have been called many things, but never the Viagra of the Boulevard. And I'm going to spend all day trying to get that image out of my mind. Okay. Naomi, now it's your turn to come up on stage. Okay, so before we hear from Naomi, I think you all know that the Hollywood Walk of Fame is really an incredibly special place. It's not just a street. It's a street of dreams and ingenuity and creativity and artistic brilliance. And there's 2,824 stars that have preceded you, but today you will join that pantheon with star number 2,825. Now, even though it's really a sacred place and a place of imagination, it's also a real place in the city of Los Angeles. And so on behalf of the City Council of Los Angeles and the council member who represents this district, Hugo Soto Martinez, the city wishes to present you with the plaque. So now it's photo op time.
Wait, let me put this down. I hope it doesn't. Oh, you can hold it?
Okay, I don't have that problem with the hair, but all right. On behalf of the Hollywood Chamber, it is now my pleasure and honor to declare today Naomi Watts Day in Hollywood.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, everyone. As soon as I learned that I was going to receive this honor, I felt overcome with gratitude for everyone who's helped me to get to this moment. So I'd like to highlight three special people. My mother, Miv, who taught me about the joys of make-believe. David Lynch, who taught me that art has no limits. And Ryan Murphy, who taught me there's still so much more to learn. My mum used to give my brother and I, she channeled through to us this creative spark. We used to peek through the windows of abandoned houses and imagine who lived there. And what would the house look like if we lived there? The first time I saw her acting up close, I was 4 years old, sitting in the front row watching my mum play Eliza Doolittle in My Fair Lady. She was so gorgeous, gliding across the stage in her wig and talking in this funny voice in this special dress. And I kept waving at her. I was confused as to why she wasn't waving back at me. But finally she gave me this little hand gesture, a little wink, and went back to playing her part. But in that moment I understood the world of make-believe, and I wanted to be a part of it. From then on I signed up for the Shoreham Players in Kent every season. But I never thought that being in those skits or plays might just one day become a job. I thought it was just a hobby like gymnastics or needlepoint or memorizing every word to Davy Bowie's songs. As a young adult, I booked a few gigs here and there, mainly tampon commercials, some bit parts, a soap opera, but I dreamed for more. So I moved to America and I began landing a few roles, some solid roles like Secrets of the Bermuda Triangle and Children of the Corn 4, The Gathering. Now, honestly, I would have been happy just to be a working actor for the rest of my life, just making enough to cover the rent. But when I hit a run of bad luck, I started bombing audition after audition, and the fewer jobs I booked, the more desperate I became. I wanted to give up. But then David Lynch entered my life. I'd just flown to New York City to see my mum and brother, and I'd spent my last few pennies on theater tickets. I was literally on the way to the theater when I got a call saying, "You've got to come back immediately to meet David Lynch." I'd broken plans before with fancy directors, and they'd gone nowhere, so I was inclined to stay and see the play. I'd spend money on. But David's brilliant casting director, Joanna Ray, here in the audience, had called me a few times before and persuaded me that this time the odds were better. The way David worked, he'd go through a pile of photographs and maybe pick out 4 or 5 people to meet. And if you're girl number 3 and he sees you and it's a fit, that's it. He doesn't meet anyone else. And so that moment changed my life forever. Thank you, Joanna. While my mother, David, and Ryan are the 3 influences I most want to highlight, I have a few other people I want to thank just now. Peter Levine, my film agent, the longest man standing. He's the kindest person, and he's seen me through thick and thin. Not only does he represent me, but he's taken the time to understand and curate my artistic appetite for decades. Thank you, Peter. I love you. Jason Weinberg, the fastest moving, fastest talking person I know. I'm so happy to call him my manager and my friend. He's the only person who can outlast me on the dance floor. And I've loved raising our families together, Jason. I love you. Steve Warren, my sensitive, sweet, kind, sharp lawyer. I can turn to him for absolutely anything. We talk life, scripts, you name it. He's a champion for me and my whole family. I'm so glad that David led me to you. Robin Baum, my hardworking, no-nonsense publicist, the most elegant woman who's always a calm voice. She's seen me through all the highs and lows. Thank you for continuing to sound the trumpet about my career, even if 90% of my interviews these days are about hot flashes. Howard Altman, my business manager. I'll never forget the first meeting in my trailer. I was dripping wet, fresh out of the well from shooting The Ring. Thank you for sticking with me, even though most of your clients are in Marvel movies with superhero, supersized paychecks. You must really like me or love a good challenge. Andrea Weintraub, my TV agent, she saved Robin from being the only woman on my team. Thank you for believing in me and expertly guiding my recent work into television. I'm so grateful for you. My first ever film agent, the OG, John Cann, back in Sydney, an early champion who sadly is no longer with us. He took me after one conversation. I remember running to the closest phone booth to scream down the line to my mum. He said yes. And my dear friend Nicole, an inspiration from the North Shore of Sydney, she made a dream seem tangible. Her encouragement along the way has always been my North Star. I love you, Nick. Thank you for your kind words. And there's so many more important people along the way. Kate Driver, Jennifer Gray, Lorena Spencer, Gretchen Rush, Daniel Crane, to name a few. Thank you for all your love and support. Also, some important collaborators. I want to thank Liz Himmelstein, my longtime dialect coach. She coached me for free on Mulholland Drive, and she's the one that makes work seem like play, and that is truly the best feeling. Mary Sweeney, the editor of Mulholland Drive, thank you for keeping me in the movie. Gore Verbinski, who made me a scream queen, and Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu, who gave me not one but 2 incredible parts. My buddy and brother, Edward Norton, working with you on Painted Veil and Birdman together, we had such an incredible time. I truly, truly love you. We used to sit around and just listen to everything he had to say. He could talk and talk and talk. In fact, the only person who talks more than you is my husband. Thank you for talking here today. Actually, you didn't talk as much as I thought you would. Thank you, Ed. I love you. I love you so much. It's a real honor. And so thank you so many more to my fantastic friends and collaborators. Jack Black. Yay. Kyle McLaughlin. And Laura Dern, Sean Penn, Bill Murray, Tim Roth, Elle Fanning, Susan Sarandon. Thank you to my All's Fair sisters, Kim, Tayana, Glenn, and here today, Sarah and Nisi. Thank you, my girls. Also, thank you to Tanase, Lou, and Sarah, part of the All's Fair team. A special thanks to the folks at Disney, Hulu, and FX who've made today possible. Dana Walden, John Landgraf, Michael Hatcher, Stephanie Levinson, Sharon Klein, Kerry Burke, Craig Erwick. Thank you so much. But just quickly, back to David. So I got off that flight and went straight to Joanna's office. For months, I'd been going into those castings where I could barely get eye contact or a handshake. This was different. This director was looking me in the eye and beaming. He looked so happy to be there with me. I felt instantly calm. This was an exchange, and I was in no rush to leave. He brought out the absolute best in me, and he saw things in me I'd never seen in myself. So much of what it means to be an actor I learned from him. He used to live just a few blocks from here, and I feel some sort of comfort knowing that he'll be a neighbor here in spirit. David was a true mentor, someone I could always reach out to. He used to call me his buttercup. On King Kong, he told me, "Naomi, anyone who sits in the hand of King Kong will be a movie star for life." Maybe this is what he was talking about. And then there's Ryan Murphy. You know, it's not every director in Hollywood who's casting multiple women in the same project. But Ryan is. Ryan is a true champion for women, who's not only become the architect of this new phase of my acting career, he's also become a dear friend along the way. Thank you for your beautiful words today, Ryan. Not only does he hire a lot of women, but he also gives us phenomenal parts. And recently, I've become a bit of an advocate for my non-Hollywood life, and people call me the menopause lady. I consider today a moment where those two worlds collide. This honor is a testimony to the fact that a woman's viability does not end when she turns 40, 50, or 60, or 70, or onwards. And Ryan Murphy knows that. Am I right, ladies? Keep doing it, Ryan, please. This has truly been the most exciting time of my life. I recently got married for the first time. And my husband, Billy, whose talent is just extraordinary, has shown me phenomenal love and support. Marrying him might just be the kindest and nicest thing I've ever done for myself. I'm so proud of my kids. My son, Sasha, a freshman at USC, is here straight from class. He rolled in, and he's blossoming into the kindest, most charismatic young man. My daughter, Kai, a high school senior who's both fierce and fearless, and my stepson, Will, about to graduate from college, a young artist following in his father's footsteps and his whole family's footsteps. I love you guys so much. I share this with you. And to my late Nana, the matriarch of our family, she taught me the value of hard work. There were goats to milk and chickens to feed, and she used to say to me, "Get off your dinger and get it done." And my brother Ben, who's always been with me every step of the way, a witness to each other's lives. And it was his headshot, by the way, that helped me land Mulholland Drive in the first place. I love you, Ben. Thank you to my other family in the audience, Jean-Ann, Ruby, Gabby, Winston. Your support means the world. And to the incredible group of women in my life, so many women, I adore you, and including Emma and Bruna, who flew in from Australia, for Christ's sake. Also to my dad, I miss you. I wish you were here. And lastly, I'd just like to say thank you to the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce for this great, great honor, the greatest of my life, and thank you for giving it to me now at exactly the right time. Thank you.
So Naomi asked me, what do I do now? Okay, this is what we're going to do. 10 million tourists come every year and visit the Hollywood Walk of Fame. But they're not going to be able to see your star until we unveil it. So what we're going to do now is go down and lift the star cover to unveil the star for Naomi Watts. All right, we now proudly welcome the newest Walk of Famer to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Naomi Watts.
Watch your steps. Can we move that?
And a little to the left.
Next to her. Step on the step.
And look to the left, please. Can we start to the left? To the left.
Edward, Naomi.
You guys looking down low here?
Yeah. Next to it, please.
And back to the middle.
Right in the middle. Right
Right
in the
here.
middle. please.
Right here.
Everyone right in the middle, please. Good.
And one more time to the left in the corner.
Folks down low.
Back to the middle. Anna. Thank you.
Frank, can you come back a little bit?
Here we go. Here we go.
Naomi, right in front of you.
Over here. Naomi, this way. Naomi, over here. Naomi, right over here. Naomi, this way.
And then to your left.
Naomi, right in front of you, please. Right down low.
And Naomi in the corner.
Naomi.
Naomi to your left, right here, please. Naomi. And then to your left, look into your left. Thank you. And Naomi right down.
Back to the middle.
Right next to the middle over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna come closer, Oscar. You guys step on the star, please.
Walk. Step on the star. Your star.
And everybody right here in the corner. Sasha. And then right next to her. And
Guys,
Back
down
to the
low.
middle right
all
here,
three.
guys.
Right in the middle, please. Naomi, guys, right down low, please.
And then just right here. Right here. Sasha, Billy, Naomi.
And back to the middle.
Down. Right here. And everybody, one more time, right over here, over here.
Billy, Naomi.
shot, shoot shot.
On the star, guys.
Let's
Walk
get
on the
Jeff
star.
on the star. Please.
And then looking to the left.
And just both on the right here, just looking here.
Below, please, on your left.
How about a kiss?
Guys,
One kiss.
Guys,
One
together
kiss.
in the corner. And to the left.
Ah.
Amy, Billy, and
Pay-per-view.
Naomi, and Billy to the left. Right
Right,
foot.
exactly.
And on your left, please. And then to the left.
And both
Back
on
to
the
the middle,
right.
right
On the right, guys.
And
Looking on the
Naomi,
right.
please.
Guys, right here.
Naomi, please. That was a few, please, right here. On top of the star. There you go. Perfect.
Just like that.
Sarah and I have an easy.
And then just all three right here, please. Looking there.
Right here.
And then bring that to the left here. Thank
Oh,
you.
do it right here, number.
Ladies down low, please.
And ladies next to him.
Hey, Jack. Jack, go in there. Go in there,
Flip.
It's free. Do the flip. How about studio, John
Guys, just come forward onto the star a little bit. Yeah, just come a little forward. Walk forward. Walk forward to the star a little bit.
Thank
There
you.
go. And then right in the middle. Everyone right in the middle, please. Good. Good.
And one over here in the corner on the left. On the left.
And looking here on the right, guys. Look right here for me. Oh. Thank you.
And then
Jack.
Amy.
Watch his back.
There's the flip.
Guys,
Walk
walk
right
to
on
the
the
stairs.
side.
Okay, there you go. Jack,
Guys, all the way to the left.
Hey, guys, on your right. Looking to the right.
Right here, guys.
Naomi, Jack.
Back to the middle. There you go.
There it is.
I hear you.
Where's that flip?
We need to flip. Get in there, Gore.
And then to the left. To the left here. Thank you.
Yeah. gonna do the shoot. Oh yeah, we need to. Screw it up. Guys, over here.
Ben, get in front here. Get in front.
Yeah! Come on, bring it out. We'll take you all on, not bad.
You're overstaying my
Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys.